Well, our nice crisp mornings have left us for a little while, so it's a little warm this morning. It was nice earlier, but right now it's only like 9:30 and it's starting to get pretty muggy. But it's time for us to move the GreenStalk, get it situated. I am going to try something I've never done before. So I went to Lowe's. I got cheapest potting mix I could find. I know you're probably thinking like, well, why'd you get the cheapest stuff when you want to have good quality, organic, food grown in here? Well, remember, this is an experiment. So I'm only using 4 because, my 5th one still has strawberries in it. So I'm just gonna amend that soil. The reason I'm doing this, and the reason I'm using the cheaper soil, is because it really stinks whenever you're trying something new and you put like a lot of work into it, or put a lot of money into it. I mean, it's always going to take work, but when you put a lot of money into it, I mean, the more expensive soil is better soil, essentially. But whenever you're starting out and you're new, or you're trying something new, it's just not fun to put a lot of money into it and then it potentially fail. So not only am I doing this to try to help out people who might be wanting to learn how to do some container gardening or just like something different in the GreenStalk, things like that, new people, I am also trying something new. And my bag broke, and so I lost a couple seeds already. Onions from seed. I have done onions before with bulbs or older onions that we had. Never started them from seed. And I might actually be kind of late. Days of harvest, 150, 120. We might be alright. I know. We're gonna see. The reason I got the seeds is because I couldn't find any of the bulbs, at least at Lowe's. And then today is actually Labor Day, and so no one's open. So I wanted to do this. So I was like, you know what? We'll start seeds, and then if they don't work, I'm just gonna plant them directly in the GreenStalk. If they don't work, then I'll find some bulbs and plant those. I'm not going very deep in there because the seed itself is not very big, so I'm kind of going just to about half of my my fingernail right there in the dirt. So I planted in all the rows except for the very last one because I am going to get some cabbage starts and see if I can grow some cabbage. And then now I'm going to amend where the strawberries are using good old rabbit poop. There's definitely one thing I've been dreading, and that is these beans right here. I can pull them up now. I have a lot of good dry beans on there, and then there's a lot of stalks on there too that are bean pods on there too that are ready to be pulled. But for some reason, these paper wasps right here have just been enjoying it, and also these other like type of wasps. They're not like, don't seem so protective over it. I've pulled off pods already. But it's like when I start shaking it too much, they get kind of aggravated. And another thing I've kind of noticed is with these beans being here, there's no nest in it or anything. But with these beans being here, I really haven't had any nest on my porch. It's a little odd. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. But I'm ready to pull these beans up. But I'm worried about all these little wasps. So they're not looking angry, but they're just kind of looking confused. So I just kind of drug it over here. Some of those other little wasps kind of stuck on and just hung out. So now I'm just going to slowly start pulling the pods off. And then the dry ones, I'm going to start shelling, and then the other ones I'm going to let dry out. I will cut you. Alright, so as you can tell, it wasn't really that much left on there, and I caught my chicken. Had to clip her wing because her and a couple other ones need their wings clipped, and then just like kind of running around the yard, going up to my parents' house. It's not a big issue, but I want them here for their eggs to be here, nowhere else. So I gotta go put her up. Now we just have to sift through the ones we just did and get out like the bad. Can't even see that one. The bad ones. You got like damage to them. Let's see. Yeah, see, it's just yucky. So you just sift through all of these and get out the bad ones. That took a lot of effort to sift through them, but I'm gonna say honestly it's probably about, I lost about a quarter of them to just like bugs eating them. They've got holes in them, they're kind of bad, some really small ones and stuff. So I mean, I guess I'm not too sad. It's just sifting through them. That was the difficult part. But I mean, we're still gonna eat them. I mean, this is why I was saying that, like, I want to do bigger, longer rows so that I can plant more plants. Because obviously, you see, I had six, you know, cowpea bush bean, technically bush beans, but they're vine more than a bush, honestly. But cowpeas, had 6 cowpea plants, and I mean, this is what I got. So that's not enough to feed my family or put away, really. We're gonna put them away just so we can cook them on New Year's. You know, that's when we do black eyed peas, really. But I want to do more. I want to make sure that I'm able to put away a good bit of stuff. Yeah. So like I said, we'll just keep working. We'll just keep planning and keep doing tests and see what works for us and what we like. This evening I'm gonna cook some sausages.